In the previous podcast, we discussed tree risk mitigation and how arborists reduce risk through pruning, support systems, and management decisions. Today, we're going to focus on what happens when those risks become reality. Storms. Emergency response is a critical part of arboriculture, especially in urban environments where trees and people exist in close proximity. Storms can cause widespread damage to the urban forest in a very short period of time. High winds, heavy rain, snow, and ice can all lead to tree failure. Branches may break. Entire trees may uproot. Infrastructure can be damaged. Roads can become blocked. And public safety becomes the top priority. Let's start with the immediate response. After a storm, arborists are often part of emergency management teams. Their first responsibility is to assess hazards. This includes identifying trees or branches that pose an immediate threat. For example, a partially broken limb hanging over a roadway is a high-priority hazard. A tree that has fallen and is blocking access for emergency vehicles must be addressed quickly. The focus at this stage is not on long-term tree health. It is on safety and access. Now let's talk about prioritization. Not all damage can be addressed at once. Arborists must prioritize based on risk and impact. Critical infrastructure such as roads, hospitals, and utility corridors are addressed first. Areas with high public use are also prioritized. Lower-risk areas may be addressed later. Now let's consider the types of storm damage. Broken branches are one of the most common issues. These may require pruning to remove damaged wood and restore structure. Uprooted trees are another major concern. When a tree is uprooted, its root system is compromised. In most cases, these trees cannot be saved and must be removed. Stem failure is also common. This occurs when the trunk breaks or splits. Depending on the severity, the tree may be removed or stabilized. Now let's talk about post-storm assessment. Once immediate hazards are addressed, arborists evaluate the remaining trees. Some trees may have hidden damage. For example, root systems may be partially compromised, even if the tree is still standing. Cracks or internal damage may not be immediately visible. These trees require careful inspection. Now let's consider recovery. After a storm, arborists may perform corrective pruning to improve structure. This helps the tree recover and reduces future risk. In some cases, cabling or bracing may be installed to provide additional support. Now let's talk about long-term implications. Storms can significantly alter the structure and composition of the urban forest. Large canopy trees may be lost. This affects shade, cooling, and ecosystem services. Recovery may take years or decades. This is why resilience is so important. As we discussed earlier, species diversity and proper tree structure can reduce storm damage. Now let's connect this to planning. Urban forestry programs often develop emergency response plans. These plans outline roles, priorities, and procedures for storm events. Having a plan in place improves response efficiency and safety. For the ISA Urban Forest Professional Exam, focus on emergency response principles. You should understand how arborists prioritize work after a storm, the types of storm damage when trees can be salvaged versus removed, and the importance of post-storm inspection. Questions may involve identifying appropriate responses to storm damage scenarios. Storms are a reminder that trees are dynamic living systems. They grow, adapt, and sometimes fail. How arborists respond to these events shapes the future of the urban forest. In the next podcast, we'll continue with arboricultural practices by exploring urban tree planting programs and how cities scale planting efforts to build canopy over time. You've been listening to the Arborist-podcast. Our goal is to grow our collective knowledge, one domain at a time. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, share, and subscribe to help us keep this momentum. Until next time, let's keep growing this community together.